Hi, I'm Miss Linda, and welcome to the Weekday Daily Show. Today, I'm looking back on 2023 and forward to 2024. I'm a reading tutor and parent support coach, and today I'm thinking about all my students who have made such amazing progress in 2023. Everything they have accomplished has been so amazing, and I just want to give a shout out to all my students and tell you a little about them. I have an adult student who gained 3 grade levels in reading in 6 months. That beats my average of a grade level every 3 months. She's unstoppable. She's amazing. And today's topic is really about growth habits with reading and learning. And I wanted to say, and I wanted to support all those who are working on their fluency with reading for the fact that sometimes when you move forward 2 steps, you have to go back 1 step. And that is a natural part of improving your fluency with reading, because the fluency will come, you will get faster the more you practice reading. And then you might encounter your gaps. So as you come to bigger words or new words that you don't know, you will maybe encounter a gap with sounding out letters or letter combinations, or your vocabulary gaps, or with a person who has working memory issues. You may find that you have to repeat things many times in order to remember them. And so we come up against our gaps, our limitations as we learn. And I really want to congratulate my students for sticking with it. And even though they're amazing and they've moved forward so much, we will find our gaps as we move forward. So we have to hang in there when we have to go back a step in order to go even farther forward. So I'm really proud, really, really proud of all my students this year. They've gained so much ground. And looking forward to 2024, I kind of did an inventory of myself also as a teacher. So I decided this past year that if I was expecting my students to put in extra time reading during the times that they're not tutoring, that I should be showing up to do my own reading as well. Now, I'm a busy teacher, and I'm prepping lessons and promoting my business. So I'm always working on my internet marketing so people can find me. And I have a lot that I do. And I know my students are busy people too. So it can be hard to institute a habit of reading for a half an hour every day. We know from sports, from learning a musical instrument, from almost any discipline that people try to take up, that anything you practice for a half hour a day, you will become a master of at a certain point in time. You can't help it. You will master it. So I really encourage all my students to read for a half an hour a day, to read aloud. If they can, to find a listener, anyone in the house who will listen to them. You can even read to the dog. I have a really cool computer app that I use with my students where they can read out loud and tape themselves, record themselves. They can read out loud to the computer app and send me the recording. So, that's cool too. But, I felt a sense of responsibility to show up and do it myself if I'm asking other people to do it. And let me tell you, it is hard to start a new rhythm. I have this dirty little secret habit of getting in bed at night and watching a little Netflix before I go to bed, which I'm sure a lot of people have this habit. So what I started to do to walk my talk was to, instead of pulling Netflix right up, I started to pull up my Kindle, my free cloud reader on Kindle, the Kindle Cloud Reader app. And I'm in bed, so I'm just on my phone, right? And I have books that I've purchased through Kindle that I've never read. I have a huge library and I just haven't gotten to reading half of it. So I've started reading some of these books, and I find that some books I don't want to read. I'm not that interested in them anymore, or I don't even know why I bought them to begin with. But if I find a book that I'm really interested in, then I will read. So that's something that I'm looking forward to in 2024 is focusing on our pleasure with reading. Because anytime we force ourselves to do something, it's not as likely to happen as if it were fun. So what we're going to focus on in 2024 is, what are we all interested in? What are we interested in learning? What topics, what stories, what things attract us, so that we can sort of trick ourselves into getting in our reading practice. So the other thing I want to say is that I have discovered that I was kind of beating myself up for some things that I was trying to learn, with my internet marketing and things like that, that were taking me a long time to learn. And I was also sometimes trying to skip steps because I wanted the results right away. And I realized that we need to give ourselves grace. We need to give ourselves the time that we need to learn. Brick by brick is how a strong house is built. So give yourselves grace, give yourself the time you need to put your reading skills in order, and you will see results. And I found that when I stopped beating myself up for not having, the results right now, and I just let myself go into doing it step by step, that I got back to this old state of mind I used to have when I was younger, which there was a book back in like the 60s and 70s that described the state of mind, and it was called Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. Zen Mind, Beginner's Mind. And what that means is, like, a person walks up to the piano who's never played before and sits down and just like starts to try to play something, and it comes out sounding not half bad, that mind, that frame of mind where we're completely open to trying new things, that is something that is, it's gold. And it gets us farther so much faster. So in my old age, my mind had wanted to contract a little bit about trying new things. And so in my business and with my, with computer things, especially, I'm not a millennial, I've had to learn a lot. So, getting back to this mindset of just trying things. And if you fall flat or it doesn't work, that's okay. You tried something, you learned, and you try the next thing. So those two things together, focusing on reading for pleasure and focusing on growth habits with learning, giving ourselves grace, not giving up, letting ourselves take the time we need, and practice for mastery. Those are the focuses for 2024. So thanks for tuning in. And down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see a banner running across the screen that says that you can join my Reading Success Parent Support Community at my website, www.myhighimpacttutoring.com. And, well, actually, I don't think it's www anymore. I think it's just myhighimpacttutoring.com. I think I tried to put the www in the last time I did it, after the HTTPS thing, and it didn't go there. That's weird. Did they take away www? I don't know. Anyway, for parents out there who are trying to help their children develop a reading habit, if you're seeing this on YouTube, please come to my website and you can get a free assessment, free reading assessment for your child. I offer those. And you can also get directions on how to join my parent support community so that you can get help setting up these habits in your home and with any other questions you might have about remedial reading, reading intervention, and how to help your child read. All right, thanks so much, and see you next time.